My friend Sam at the time was trying to get me involved in his church, and so he brought me to this youth group event, and that's where we first met.
I was like, oh, who is that? And he caught my attention right away.
She was definitely the prettiest girl in the room, I can tell you that. To me, that said she's way out of my league, so.
And then over the course of the next couple months, I got to know him as a good friend, and things just kind of progressed from there.
Kind of try and work up the courage to ask her out. So I finally did.
I kind of knew what was coming. I really did like him, and I thought he was like attractive, and I wanted to date him, but I was just not ready. I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna tell this guy that I like him, but not yet?
She was very nice, but basically she said no.
We just kept talking, and we kept texting and emailing and talking on the phone, and that was fun because he was so quiet back then.
It was actually another Christmas caroling youth event.
I was kind of hinting to him that I wanted him to hold my hand, and he was being shy.
She kept saying, you know, like, oh, it's so cold outside, and, you know, my hands keep getting so cold.
So I said, Shawn, my hand's really cold.
And basically just grabbed my hand.
So yeah, that was the first time we held hands. It was very sweet.
So the very next day, we went out on our first official date.
In this crazy life, and through these crazy times, it's you, you make me sing. You're every line, you're every word, you're everything.
Shawn's always been the most kind and considerate person I've ever known. But when I first met him, he was very quiet and very shy. And
She said, I'm gonna get you to come out of your shell, and eventually she did. If not with everybody else, then with her at least.
And it's really exciting because we're really great communicators, and he's still that kind and considerate person, but now we have a ton of fun together.
We always know what's on each other's minds, and she can read me even when I'm, you know, not saying what I'm thinking.
That the weight has lifted.
He was looking at Hood, and I was looking at Hood.
At that point, it was kind of a no-brainer that we would both go to Hood.
Of course, it was nice because we got to see each other every day. And
that was probably my favorite thing about college, honestly.
Staying every day. Marry me.
we just clicked together for some reason.
You know, she's just got this amazing, bubbly personality.
He's always been my rock. He's the cheese to my macaroni.
Together could never be close enough for me.
He's hilarious, and he makes me laugh every day. His humor is like perfect.
We make a great balance of one another because she can be the outgoing one, and I can kind of sit back and take things in and be me.
Yeah, we were talking maybe he would propose sometime like in a year, or maybe I was thinking on vacation in Maine, or...
For us, church has been a huge part of our relationship. I thought, you know, what better way to do this than to do it in front of the entire church.
Shawn's going to share a story on behalf of their kind of faith journey and the way that they've seen God working on behalf of him and Sarah.
Our pastor had asked us to share our story.
So we both, you know, got up there, and I had this whole thing prepared. I got up there and I was really nervous, but I don't think it showed.
Sarah and I really got to know each other over the course of, you know, countless youth group meetings and 30-hour famines and Hershey Park trips.
He was talking about, you know, how we grew up in the church and how we grew to know each other in the youth group.
And I said, you know, having said all that...
And he goes, Sarah, come here. At that point, I still didn't know. I was completely in the dark. And he starts off with, you're the most amazing, and he goes on this list of adjectives, which is so sweet.
Beautiful, awesome, caring, just affectionate, fun, funny person I've ever known.
It took her a little bit to catch on. She was great. She did one of these like...
Here in front of our friends and family.
You could just see my face go, like drop completely to the floor.
I wanted to ask you if you'll marry me.
It was just the most perfect moment ever. And his whole family was there too, and my mama was there, and she was dancing in the background. It was one of the best days of our lives.
It was great. It was awesome.
Family is everything to him, and family is everything to me. Becoming a family of our own together.
Starting with a German Shepherd, of course.
It's not gonna be a German Shepherd, it'll be a Golden Retriever. Like when you step back and look at the big picture, this has gotta be one of the best parts of our lives.
God gave me you for the ups and downs.
I just think we've never been better, and I think we're really ready to take that next step.
It's so amazing and it's so exciting, and it feels right.
You know, Mr. and Mrs. Sarah McNally, I really love the way that sounds.
Me too. I can't wait to be Mrs. McNally.